Hello everybody, welcome back to Black Mirror. Last episode we rummaged around a bit more and we spent about half an hour trying to open a cabinet. We then got discovered by a little boy who ran off somewhere. We're now going to go and find him and do things. We could go immediately into the study. But what are we meant to do? Tell me. Find the lock that fits the key. Okay, so we should not worry about the boy and immediately just go to the study. I think we'll be able to pick the lock. We have a key. So the cross thingy needs to be at the bottom. And the non-cross thingy. Oh. Did they just leave the key in the correct order then? Alright.
Someone's been searching here. Either they didn't have time to clean up, or simply did not care. If Father hid the key for me to find, then this means nobody has been able to enter this room since his death.
Probably since he hit that key, but details. What are the odds that there's a secret passage in one of these walls?
This looks interesting.
The entire closet comes down.
Down tight. Someone didn't want it moved.
Oh, goody. A decodery thing. Are the numbers showing up on that? We've seen one of those signs before. On the middle ring, the third icon from the right, that's our 8 again. But the other numbers aren't on there. We'll probably find something that'll help us decode this stuff.
What a mess. Letters about the day-to-day running of the estate. These might be useful if I decide to live here. The handwriting must be Edward's. Pay half what he asks. Forward to lawyers. Charming. And this one. Your money will protect you forever. The hangman will catch up eventually. A curse on you and your family. Seems he was as popular as he was pleasant.
I beg you to reconsider, Sir Edward. My family has lived on this land for many generations, and to be told we must leave our own home is too much to bear. Alice, my wife, whom you have met, is beside herself with grief. We have nowhere else to go. I beg you to look inside your heart and allow us to remain.
And the answer is...
Have them out by the end of the month.
The signs are there. Deny them at your peril. The ancient evil that inhabits this land has seeped into the very stone of the castle walls. And if you do not tread carefully, it will infect your family.
Contact the constable. Have this witch locked up so she does not bother us again.
Crazy.
Just bits and bobs.
I love some good bobs. Not too fancy about bits, but bobs are cool. Guy's got a good eye.
Some sort of secret compartment.
The chapel, the family chronicles. I may find answers there.
Looks like a note about the cipher in the shelf.
1, 5, and 2, but
Father's handwriting. The chapel. The family chronicles. I may find answers there.
I don't think this tells me much, unless I have to look for numbers again. 2, 5, and 1 at the top, I don't know.
A local girl goes missing. The concerns have been raised at the disappearance of Cora McKay, a 17-year-old local girl. According to the police, she was last seen leaving her place of work, the Three Kegs Inn, 2 days ago. She is the third person to disappear in recent months, but the circumstances of each have been markedly different. Cora is described as being 4'10", with grey eyes and long dark hair. Anyone with information is urged to contact the constabulary.
Why all the fuss? She is nothing but a peasant. A tavern girl. If you can't keep your blabbermouth shut, don't be surprised if others make sure you get what's coming to you.
This sounds as if Grandfather Edward was willing to take drastic measures to enforce his will.
You think?
Everything but the seal.
I think that is it. Let's see, was 251, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Let me just check again. Yeah, 251. Do we know the number for 2, 5, and 1? We know 3, 1, 6, and 8. Let me just try something here. Good enough. If we leave that now, does that reset? No. Problem. What's our quest right now? Explore the Master's study. Okay. I don't think we're leaving yet.
Myths and Legends of the Highlands. From the library, I'd wager.
These don't really help me in any way, shape, or form. The only thing we've gotten is that 251 bit. It does seem like that's all we're gonna get. What else was on that piece of paper? Chapel, the Family Chronicles, and Made Financiers is there, and then there's this thing. Reading 251. The only thing we know is 1, and is that icon even on that ring? It's not. That kind of looks like a 1. Could it be the amount of corners? One, two. I got way too many on that. What would be a good one for 2? This one? Is there anything else that could help me out? Any markings somewhere? Let's leave the room and see if it resets then. I can't. That's really little to go on, though. I mean, you gotta give me something here to work with. Just the numbers 2, 5, and 1 isn't gonna get me very far. That's all we get. 2, 5, 1. Let's see. Let me just scribble that down so I don't always have to look at the note again as well. 2, 5, 1. Okay. Let's see. Can we find something that would fit? A 2, a 5, and a 1. The weird thing being is there's more than 9 icons, so it's not Roman numerals, I would imagine. We must be missing something. The heck? How are you supposed to figure this one out? All we have is 251. Oh. Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. Let's see then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have the Y. Then 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The letter B. And 1 is an H or an N.
This castle certainly has its secrets. It looks very precise, accurate. A lot of work went into this.
Just put that thing in. Oh wait, we can actually go. Ooh. Pretty.
There's a bit missing. Hold on. There.
Stop your whining. Stop your whining.
Wait!
What a weird kid.
The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study?
Are you all right, sir?
What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood, and he pushed him down.
Who? Who do you think you saw?
Him.
Utterly insane. See? He's already on one of those shrink couches. Or not.
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
My father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But
Go on.
begging your pardon, sir. You should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or whom he saw?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Best not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already. I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course,
Yeah, she
sir.
looks terrified.
Sorry, sir.
Staring blankly into the void.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Crannan. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Thank you, Miss Crannan. Get a hold of yourself, David.
Well, that's a weird one. Oh, we're monologuing now.
Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him back? He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of.
One of these days it's gonna be his old man that shows up in there, right?
I don't remember ever seeing that boy. A faded memory, perhaps? As far as I know, I'd never been to this castle before. Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real. More even than the daydreams that plagued my childhood. Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
Well, let's go have breakfast. Green eggs and ham.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I appreciate your patience.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
I'll have the bacon. Really?
I shot the deer myself, in the local woods.
You know what? Let's just not eat that thing.
That was delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Oh, it can actually move, okay.
Yes, Master David?
Head bump. Oh no.
You've worked for the family all your life.
Yes, Master David. Saved my time serving in Swaziland.
You served in South Africa?
Oh, indeed, sir. During the Boer War. But Sir Edward intervened and I was able to return unharmed from that most futile conflict.
Right.
May I ask, the maid, she seems nervous, almost afraid of me.
She's afraid of everything.
You don't think much of her?
I do not, sir. And, if I may be so bold, one of Lady Gordon's earrings has gone missing.
You suspect the maid?
Not my place to say, Master David.
Yet I think you just did say. If I gave him the earring, he'd use it as an excuse to torment the maid. Not that I'd ever gain his trust. He's clearly loyal to Lady Margaret. How many staff are there?
Nowadays, only myself, the maid, and Rory the gardener. I suppose you could include the lawyer too, if that is work.
Not many for such a big house.
If you felt like hiring more staff, I would not complain, sir. But of course, not everyone is suited to work in this house.
Well, good day to you.
Indeed, sir.
Why must everything end with a sigh on your end? It's getting hard to take you serious. Or to like you. Better put. Let's see if you can go spin the old gramophone. I believe that was here.
I'll give that a spin later.
Alrighty then. Which means we are heading off to the kitchen. Unless we want to go say hello to our lawyer. Oh.
A sign of modernity, even in ancient houses like this.
That phone does not look modern. Then again, it is 19 what? 82? 28? 1982. 8? 28? Yeah. Library. That's the study. I think that's the library over there. Lawyer bro isn't here. Guess we don't need to bother with him. Could go check the attic or that one bedroom. Seems like the floor is shifting over here. No, not here. I don't think it was this one either. No. Still no sprint button.
Definitely the man I saw last night. But how? Grandfather Edward died before I was even born. And he'd be in his 70s if he was still alive.
Well, we're here. May as well check. Yep. Okay, to the kitchen, where we will find access to the cellar. Place is falling apart. Look at all that Z fighting going on. Holy crud. You're gonna need more staff to fix that. Okay.
Miss Crannan?
Blood. What the hell?
I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. She can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will. Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there.
Let me just get my flamethrower first.
Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
All right.
Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret's... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl. You said my father saw things.
I don't want to talk about it, sir.
What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me? I shall leave you to your work.
Time to go down into the cellar.
Elsa knows more about my father than she dares tell me. I'd better earn her trust now. She might return to the village once the weather clears. Shall we?
It's not really a flamethrower, but it'll do. Good enough to set his old man on fire. No, wait, that was like a full-fledged lantern, not like a rinky-dinky thing like this.
Let's see what we can find down here. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether.
Yes, set it on fire.
Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation.
Alright. See if you can find some booze or some cloth and we can make a Molotov cocktail.
Raw spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks.
We are going to make a Molotov.
The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie. Another family member I've yet to meet. Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal.
Is it though? Like what? The human body has around like what? 8 liters? 9 liters? Looking at that, it seems to be about as much blood as a human would have. Maybe double that. Scale is a bit weird for me.
Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate.
Ooh, antlers. No, it's... We've already been there. Come on, just rip a piece of this cloth off. We'll be fine. Torch the place. Do it.
Step right up.
Sir? What are you... Oh my! Oh, that's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
Oh
Did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think... Huh.
That face. Did you just swallow like pure alcohol?
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed.
Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely.
You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up?
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize.
Think?
I was helping Miss Cranon.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sir. Sirs, I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said?
Probably.
They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did. Oh. Oh, you don't know.
Well?
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired of everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
Let's see. I can see why.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library, after dinner.
At last, I might get some answers.
Who can tell? Well, maybe we'll find out all in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. For free, show support by commenting, liking, and or something you filmed already. I'm seeing you guys all in the next episode. Bye, everyone.